What's up, everybody? Dr. Richardson here, founder and president of Different Reasons Incorporated. I'm here at Excel Studios, the newest podcast studio production. You don't want to miss what's coming. Man, the biggest situation, man, I gotta credit it to marriage. When I look at my faith is always designed on what I know God is going to do because I asked him. It's not what I believe he's going to do. It's what I know he's going to do because I asked, and I asked him from a righteous place. So when I'm asking for things from God that I know give him honor and exalt him for who he is based on his expectations, I expect these things to manifest. So when you see these things around you happening and it doesn't align with what you're asking God for, it makes you wonder, like, okay, am I asking for the right thing? Or is this what God actually has for me? And one of the interesting things about that is, and this is just based on what we see, and I'm speaking based on what we see in society, people will tell you, well, God no longer has something for you. God doesn't instruct divorce. God doesn't instruct separation, because his instructions and what his intentions were from the beginning should prevent anyone from going in those directions. So when you look at the reasons why people separate, right, it's almost always based on one of the 10 commandments being broken, and it's almost always coveting first. You know, a lot of us, we look at the idea of what it's like to put God first, but sometimes we don't know what that looks like because it's secondary. So when you put God first, it should change your heart in a way where you eliminate the possibility or the idea of you committing a sin based on the 10 commandments or any one of those other 10 commandments that are aside from you putting God first. So when a marriage is broken, and to break it down a little bit further, the Bible is 66 books talking about a broken family, a broken marriage, and a broken household, and broken order based on those 10 commandments that all hang on what led to deception, which was covenant. Because the original marriage that we read about, you know, Adam and Eve, their deception came from them coveting, desiring something more than what they didn't know that they already were. But they were exposed to something that allowed them to believe that they were less of who they actually, you know, who God created them to be. But in order for them to find that out, they had to allow themselves to be deceived by thinking something that God already had for them was better than, you know, what they already had. It's funny that when you explain it like that, but that's what it is. So, you know, I say all of that to go back to the situation with me is going through a separation, you know, spending that time away. It makes you wonder, okay, is this situation going to heal itself, or is God going to restore it? Is it gonna end? Like, all of these different thoughts go through your mind. You know, there's a comedian, Corey Holcomb. He said divorce is like the worst thing you will ever go through in your life. If you can get through that, then there's nothing in life that can break you. And it's kind of true when you think about how your spirit is bonded with someone else's spirit, and when you sever that tie or that covenant, it does a lot of different things to you. It disrupts you mentally, emotionally, it disrupts you spiritually, it disrupts you financially, it disrupts the family dynamics, it disrupts your identity. So going through that, and you wonder, like, okay, God, are you going to deliver me from this? Are you going to pull me through this? Are you going to redeem and restore? Are you going to revive? Are you going to do anything? You're asking God to do all of these things, and it might not even look like he's doing it, but he might actually be doing it. But then you never find out if you give up before you actually see it come to fruition. So it's scary when you look at how a situation that seems like it's so insignificant can actually push your faith to pray more than you ever have, to look deeper within yourself, to wonder if it's God that caused the disruption, or if it was you that caused the disruption, if it was the enemy that caused the disruption, or was it you? You're going to accredit that situation in life to so many different things. But the reality of it is, you trust God enough to just endure whatever that process may be, so that you can see how he reigns supreme in every situation as long as you put him first. So it's the test of faith is almost as if you're asking yourself, if I'm no longer in control of this situation, can I trust God to control it for me if I'm going into this situation with the expectation of giving him the glory, the honor, and the praise for it? Because if you're not, then you almost always eliminate him from the equation altogether.